relationships, drama, philosophy. Relationships, drama, philosophy.
Welcome to the Yalla Habibi podcast. If you're craving more adventure in life, whether to live it vicariously through us or get ideas to spark your own, this is the podcast for you. I'm Shelby.
And I'm Scott.
We're a couple exploring life, sharing the ups and downs of figuring it all out. Whether it's our travel stories, relationship goals, tough moments, or philosophical conversations, it is never a dull episode. Join us on this spinning rock we call Earth as we figure it out together. To all our new listeners, welcome, and to everyone else, welcome back. Before we jump in, smash the like button with a hammer, karate chop subscribe, drop 5 stars on the podcast like a rebel, and share the episode by setting off fireworks in your backyard. It really means a lot to us, as long as they're silent fireworks for the animals. Head over to TikTok to catch the best bits from today's episode, and if you're joining us for the first time, you can go back and see all of our favourite moments. If you're a new listener, I'm a resident lexicographer and etymologist, also known on this podcast as the countdown legend, Susie Dent.
Whoop whoop, Susie.
Whoop whoop, Susie. Today is a very, very exciting episode, Scott, isn't it?
Yes, for some people. No, it is. It is very exciting. It's something that has become more exciting to me since we've been together.
Well, that makes me happy to hear. And the topic we're going to be discussing today is Disney parks. I achieved a life goal in 2025 of completing all of the Disney parks. I didn't think it was going to happen this soon in life, but I have now been to every single Disney park in the world. Scott's been to most of them.
I have, yeah, and you've helped me along the way. But the journey did start before us together. It started when I was about, I want to say maybe 8 or 9, and I did the standard family holiday Florida. It was mind-boggling. I don't think you'll ever get that feeling as an, I don't know, but the feeling as a child going to it is like a completely another level of euphoria.
Well, you say that, so I think you say that, you don't know if you'd ever get that feeling as an adult, but I think I am known as what the people like me would call a Disney adult. It's a category of person who as an adult is obsessed with Disney and will go to Disney a lot. I don't think I'm quite a Disney adult because I feel like, for example, I've got a couple of friends that are definitely Disney adults. Like my friend Robin is 1000% a Disney adult. I'm sure she won't mind me mentioning her name on the podcast. But like she would go like Disney Vacation Club member, like every holiday growing up would be there.
Club member, what's that?
Like where you get points to be, you pay an annual subscription and I'm not 100% sure that she is, but that's
She has been.
I think so. Like where you pay an annual subscription, like a timeshare, basically. You have a timeshare in a Disney hotel and you get points and you can either use points every year at your like home hotel, which let's say you bought points to be at Coronado Springs, a Disney hotel, which is sort of a mid-range Disney hotel. Then if you didn't use them one year, you could stack your points to potentially stay at somewhere like the Grand Floridian or the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is a premium hotel.
Right, yeah.
Does that make sense? So you basically you pay annually for points.
She's part of a VIP club. And what you miss is that she even decided to stay there and never come back.
Well, yeah. So I used to work in Disney World along with the friend that I was just speaking about, and she now lives in Florida and, yeah, is living her best life. No doubt an annual pass member, going to Disney frequently. And that is like, and I definitely consider myself being up there, not quite on that level, I would say. I'm sure she would agree that she's more of a Disney fan than I am.
I don't know. I know what you're saying because she like lives in. She's definitely taken it to, I would say, quite an obsessive level, and that's not a knock. That is, it's probably like, I don't know if that's even me with wrestling because I'm not like trying to live closer to the headquarters and try and meet the wrestlers every day. But
if there was something like a Disney World for wrestling, where you could interact with, where there were rides to do with wrestling, like, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't still, because I know you like theme parks, but you're not like obsessed with theme parks.
I like it. Well, to be fair, I just think it's not in my nature to do anything over and over again.
Mhm.
So even if I'm like, we did finally find the only WWE museum in the whole world. It's in Saudi Arabia. What was the world called? The place?
Oh, Boulevard World.
Boulevard. I thought it was called that.
Or I think it's
Boulevard World.
Boulevard, maybe in Boulevard City, because Boulevard World's like the Epcot.
Yeah, it's opposite. It's the city, which is free to get in. Yeah, so that was epic. Like, I was mind blown. Like, it was so cool.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I can relate myself because I wouldn't go to that continuously, but I also appreciate that doesn't offer half the stuff that Disney offers. So, but what I'm trying to get to is you are a Disney adult.
Yeah, 100%.
You are a Disney adult.
I
There's
am a
no
Disney
question.
adult.
It's just some people are going to be more obsessed with it.
Yeah. Well, and funnily enough, I was on a work meeting and like we were talking about the best things that had happened to us in the year. It was like our final meeting of the year. And I said, finally completing my final Disney park. And one of my colleagues went, "Oh, Shelby, I didn't know you were a Disney adult. I'm a Disney adult." I was like,
Oh, that's
yes!
nice. That's
I
fun.
love it. I'm not the only one in the company.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that is fun. So anyway, that was a long roundabout way of saying that we're going to be discussing a lot about Disney today. And as I've been to every single park in the world now, I feel like I am uniquely qualified to rank them.
You are?
Not many people have. Something like 1%.
Well, we asked ChatGPT and it struggled to put a percentage to it because there's no
Yeah.
research on it, but it said it's likely to be the point one, I don't know, 0.0001%
Yeah.
of people. So there we go. Because you have to travel. Well, should we just tell them the level of travel you have to do?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are obviously parks in America. They were the original ones. But there are also parks in Japan, China, Hong Kong, and France. So that's quite a lot of travel between those. If you were to go from country to country, that's 5 different countries you'd have to visit. And interestingly, because I know a lot of our listeners are American, and I don't think it's a shocking thing for me to say that a lot of Americans don't have passports or travel outside of the country.
Yeah,
because
I shocked when I learned that recently.
Yeah. No, I was surprised to learn it, but I don't think any Americans will be surprised to know that because it's it's a continent within a country, isn't it? Like, it's
Yeah, America's a big
practically-
place. It's the states in a lot of times can feel like separate countries.
Totally.
They can. There's a different vibe, different culture, different ethnicities. It can almost feel like different countries in a lot of
Yeah.
the states.
Absolutely. So I think it's a little bit harsh when some people are judgy about that and say, "Oh, well, you've never left your country." But it kind of be on par to saying to someone here, "Well, you've never left Europe,"
Yes.
which the majority of people won't have left Europe.
Yeah, no, I would actually say that's fair. Yeah, I think that's more than reasonable because, I mean, Europe is I wonder what the difference in size it is, Europe to America.
Very similar
like-
in size, I would say.
Oh, are they? Oh, interesting. I had a feeling that Europe might be quite small. I'll look that up in the background.
Yeah.
But so there's 5 countries and there's 12 parks.
Yes.
So there's a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of bloody money.
Absolutely. Well, I think maybe I will start now by ranking the parks in order because I know that's what people want to know.
Yeah, so you're gonna rank the parks and you're gonna rank the countries.
Yes, absolutely. And so straight off the bat, Japan, 1,000% would choose to go there over the United States or any of the others. Like, that's not a diss on the US because, like, you might think, oh, well, Walt Disney World in Florida, that's the main one that everyone would want to go to. But for me, Japan just, oh God, it was better in every way. There are just so many ways that it was better. I mean, less expensive for one. But in terms of the theming, I think that Japan just themes things so well. Like, and the Universal Studios in Osaka as well. I know this is a Disney episode, but the Universal Studios was better than Florida as well.
Oh, I absolutely, honestly, that's a side note, but Universal Studios in Osaka is exceptional.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best theme parks from a theme park
From a
perspective that I've ever been
theming
to.
point of view, arguably the best.
Yeah, and like
Like-
the Harry Potter world, everything was.
Harry Potter was the best one we've been to, but the Super Mario World takes theming of a theme park to a level you didn't know existed.
Yeah,
Like there's no other park I've been to that goes as far as that Super Mario World.
absolutely. Like, it almost felt odd being a human in there because you just felt like you're in a video game.
Yeah, they went movie set level.
Yeah.
They didn't everything.
It was
It's-
outrageously good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Japan in general, it just does theme parks better than anywhere else I've ever seen. So Japan for sure is the best. And then I would say overall, then I would put the US as a second because of the amount of parks. That would be my main reason for that, because in Florida there are 4 Disney parks and in California there are 2 Disney parks.
Yeah.
So you've got 6 within one country there to explore. So I think that necessitates giving that the second spot.
Yeah, and they're good.
They
They
are
good.
great.
They're the OGs as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They are good. I mean, that's when I would say most people start their journey is either America, or if you're living in Europe, then I would say France is probably the 2 starters for this.
Yeah, for sure.
For Europeans.
And then after the US, I would say China. So the Shanghai one is just great. And Shanghai additionally has, I think it's called Disney Town in Shanghai, like a downtown Disney Springs type.
Yeah, we went to it recently.
Yeah, which is and they're free to access as well. So I always love that when a Disney park or a Disney section has that free to access shopping district with like Disney themed things, Disney restaurants, Disney shops.
Yeah, they're really fun, those parts. You can get a good dinner there. You can have good fun. Yeah, you can even just go sometimes if they're good enough. You can just go there for the day.
Yeah, for sure. So I think you're getting a lot of added value in that's not costing you a park entry. And the nice chilled days as well. So you like to break up your theme park days. They're like good to go to. Something I should have also said about the US, they have Disney water parks, which is unique to the US. So that's another value add.
We went to the volcano one.
Well, that was Universal Studios, actually.
Oh, sorry. Volcano.
Volcano.
That's my lack of knowledge.
So there's Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon that are Disney ones.
I think as a kid I went to Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah.
I think that rings a bell. I think as a kid.
That has a tidal wave simulation.
Oh, I've definitely been there because I got really excited by it. Then I went in it and I suddenly became terrified
It was oh my God, so scary. If you went, like some people would go right up to where it starts. I'm like, are you mental?
Too scared.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be a lifeguard at Disney World, but in one of the hotels, and I would have hated being a lifeguard at that park.
Imagine, having to die. And it was, I think the scariest bit about it as such a small child was the pool would be too full. That was the scariest bit about it. Like, there would be, like, you'd be, like, as if you're in a crowd to watch a band at a festival. It's like that, but in water. So that freaked me out.
Yeah.
Because there was nowhere to go. You couldn't go under, around. You just get kicked in the face and everything.
Yeah.
And everyone gets nailed by this wave. No one's immovable. So I quite quickly, and I've actually watched YouTube videos since, and they've actually, some have started to be banned.
Right.
And some, I don't think this one still carries on, but there are some water parks that in recent years have stopped them because they've just had so many fatalities.
Yeah. Wow, that's quite scary.
Not to bring it down. Not to say you can't take your kids, but just be mindful because...
Maybe don't throw them inside.
No, yeah, go in with them.
So we got a bit off track there, but yeah, so China will be the next one for Shanghai and having the downtown area and just like the biggest castle. You can walk through the castle in Shanghai Disney, which is a really special and unique experience.
Yeah.
Some really good... Was it Shanghai that had the Tron ride? I think it was.
I think, it was either Shanghai or Hong Kong.
I'm nearly... It was Shanghai because... The main one that you went on in Hong Kong was the Space Mountain.
Which I was, cool effects, but it was pretty rough on your neck. Yeah, the Tron one was great, and we got a slightly different theming of it as well because the new Tron movie was out, the second Tron, which is also a good movie. So, I thought that was a really well themed, really cool.
It was
really cool ride.
And the Pirates of the Caribbean in Shanghai
was
phenomenal,
ridiculously good.
There's that you were in the movie.
Yeah.
So that was great. And then fourth, country-wise, and we are separating Hong Kong from China. I know that's a controversial thing to do, but like it is technically a separate entity. So like we've categorized it separately. And I put Hong Kong fourth. I've been to Hong Kong Disney before, so I've been there twice, and I didn't have bad memories of it by any stretch, but I kind of thought it was a bit meh. Like when I went with my mum years ago. And that was my general feel for Hong Kong, to be fair. But this time we went to Hong Kong, I really enjoyed it. I know for you it was like less of an exciting place of all the places we went.
Yeah, it was what I think out of all the Disney parks I've been, I'd have to think about it, but it's probably the one, yeah, probably lower on my list. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe the lowest. But
And Hong Kong in general, like you went.
Hong Kong is a place. Yeah, not for me. It's just it provides the things I don't enjoy. Really busy, like capital city vibes. Really congested. Everywhere's crowded. Lots of flashing lights and lots of LCD screens and advertisements. It's just all I don't like. I don't like all it. I find it overwhelming.
Yeah.
So that's why I couldn't live in like London.
Yeah.
London, exactly. Which, to be fair, it was more intense than London. It was like,
totally.
take the busiest part of London, it was like that everywhere.
It's probably like London on New Year or something.
Yeah, just every day.
Yeah.
There were too many people there. Like, too many people are obviously visiting and living there because it was just, there was
Totally.
no space to walk.
100%. But things that I really enjoy about Hong Kong Disneyland are the Festival of the Lion King show, which I would say is actually better than the Florida Festival of the Lion King
It
show.
was great.
It was really, I nearly cried.
I saw you tearing up.
I was tearing up. I was very emotional about that. And then also the Frozen section.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was Hong Kong.
was really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
And
Zootopia was there, no?
I think Zootopia was Shanghai.
Oh, right, okay.
Not 100% on that, actually.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm nearly sure that was Shanghai. But Hong Kong, yeah, the Frozen section. And we were there at Christmas time. And they did a Christmas drone show in the sky and made it snowing. And it was epic.
Yep, Shanghai was there. Really cool Zootopia land. Excellent.
Again, just really well themed. I feel like just Asia in general does theme parks correctly.
Yeah, they're excellent. The animatronics are the best.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that Pirates of the Caribbean ride was the animatronics I've never seen. I mean, it's the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And the theming is the
Yeah.
best. They just, and also the customer service.
The customer service was good, yeah.
The customer service isn't good, it's the best.
Yeah, that is true.
The customer this is controversial. Asia has customer service.
Yeah.
US doesn't not have it, but it's not even close.
Well, the thing is
For me.
yeah, no, and I would agree with that. And actually, because I've been to Florida fairly recently for my friend's 30th, and I don't know what's happened, but Disney's got a new CEO, and since then it is plummeted. Like, you can tell that the people there don't care. There was no, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. There's something called the Disney look, which is like cast members have to have naturally coloured hair, no visible tattoos or piercings. Very like wholesome, old
Pure.
school. Yeah, themed around, might I add, the year that Walt Disney was born. So it's like early 1900s look to be. So you can think what you want about it. I don't think that anyone should not be able to get a job because of tattoos, etc.
Yeah.
But I did notice that people didn't take pride in their appearance anymore in Disney.
Right.
Yeah, people got messy purple hair or whatever. And it didn't look Disney at all. Like, it felt like any old theme park.
Wow. Because I wasn't with you this time, was I?
No.
You went.
And like,
Yeah.
even, God, it was awful. Like, so one of my best friends she's vegetarian, and she got served something that was meat.
Oof.
And she, like myself, said, I'll have the vegetarian. Like, she is very express with saying it's the vegetarian one.
Yeah.
And she bit into it. Was obviously naturally very upset by this because she hasn't
Yeah,
eaten
of
meat.
course. It's mortifying when it happens.
And then, like, when she went to report it to get it swapped and whatever else, they were very not that apologetic at all. Like,
That's effed up.
ordinarily Disney would have been like, I am so sorry, here's like a million things
Yeah.
to make this better for you.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
give you a free park day or like whatever. And it just like, mistakes happen.
Oof.
It was that kind of act. I was like, that is piss poor customer service. That's not even like
That is piss poor.
sub Disney, it's sub par anywhere.
Yeah, any restaurant. Imagine if she was allergic to whatever you served, and
Exactly.
you know, people can die on allergies, and people
Exactly.
can have to be rushed to hospital. So
Totally.
you can't be nonchalant about it. It needs to be reported. It needs to be dealt with properly.
Yeah. I know we've got off track again, but I'll just go finally to France, and then I'll do a quick fire round of all the best parks. France I've put last, and I feel like we need to revisit Disneyland Paris. One, because you've not been.
I've never been to France. No, I've been to France, but I've never been to any of the Disney parks in France.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there are two in France. There's Magic Kingdom in the like Hollywood studio style, and I've had to put that last just because. I mean, I've been a couple of times, and I still love it. Don't get me wrong, 1,000% I would go in if you said let's go now to Disneyland Paris. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Where's my
you're all
passport?
over it. Yeah.
I've been a couple of times. I'm within a few months of the same age as Disneyland Paris. So every time I go and it's celebrating like its 25th birthday or its 30th birthday, it's also my 30th. So that's quite exciting. But I would say the customer service isn't great, but that's more, and I want to be clear, I love French people and Parisian people. I love the vibe, but it's very much, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, is it?
Well, especially to, I don't want to make any judgment because I know how annoying British tourists are. Like,
Yeah.
I just get the vibe that we're not very liked there.
Yeah, well, historically, the British and the French do have a lot of quarrels, don't they? But
Yeah.
but I mean, I find it weird because I feel like people who visit France, at least in people have expressed their disdain towards the local and just like not being cool. But my experience every time I've been to France is I've got on so well with the locals,
100%.
and I found them really easy to connect with. I found on average they're good. They've got good comedic timing.
Yeah.
They've got like good comedic timing. Like they get it. Like they obviously get the British humor and everything. Yeah. So I don't know. Obviously, I've experienced something quite different to the masses. I feel like most people don't speak fondly of the French. I think it's a real shame because I've had connected loads of locals there.
Yeah. And I totally agree with that. Like every time we've been, I love Paris as a city. I know that gets a bit of a bad rep as well, but
It's a really bad rep.
yeah, which I find well. But I think our generation, get on so well. I think we've got, like you say about the comedic time, I think we've got really similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
And whatnot. I think it's kind of, and I do think it is probably because of historical issues, but I think that the older generations tend to not really like.
Yeah, it's easy to hate each other, isn't it? It's easy to hate.
Yeah, but I personally, I love French people. That I mean.
The Disney lot
But in
are
Disney,
less caring, are they?
yeah, I feel like it. Yeah, just from memory, in Disney, the customer service wasn't anything like on par with what you would expect from Disney. So that's, yeah, I don't really have much more to say about it than that. But I still really enjoy it. Would go again, 1,000%. But I just had to and just in terms of the theming of it, it's more like your local theme park than it is what you might expect of the level of Disney. That being said, I've not been in like 6, 7, 8 years. I don't know how long. So I need to go back and check it out. I think now I'll do a very quick fire round of ranking by park. Unless you have any other comments on that, my darling.
No, you carry on.
Okay, so I've actually done a rejig that you don't know about on one of
Okay.
these. So we're discussing this prior to recording. Number 1, Tokyo Disneyland, an easy first place.
Yeah, that's a great one.
It was fantastic. Second, Shanghai Disneyland Park.
Wow, I'm surprised it's that high.
Well, yeah, so really?
Yeah.
Shanghai?
Yeah.
Why?
I would have put Disney Sea before it, but
Well, so the thing is, I'd really like Disney Sea, but I think there's just something so special about a Magic Kingdom theme style park that I felt like I couldn't possibly not have that as my next one.
yeah.
Disney Sea is very unique. It's not like any other park in any of the countries.
Yeah, there's no other park like it. I don't know how it even came to be, but Disney Sea is probably my favourite. It feels like a different park. It's really quite interesting. Don't get confused. People think that they have to go in their swimmers and it's a water park.
Yeah, it's nothing like a SeaWorld or anything like
No,
that.
it's not a water park. There's no animals there or anything. It's a theme park. And I don't think you'll get a better after late night show than Disney Sea.
Yeah.
You won't have seen anything like it.
Yeah, it was really special. I think the closest thing, like looks-wise and I guess concept-wise, that you might be familiar with is Epcot, just because there's a big like lagoon in the middle and there are different areas that are more themed around countries, but not exactly the same way that Epcot is. Like there was like an Aegean area and like almost Turkish vibe, I think. Like, I don't know, there's different, and like a bit of an Italian-y bit. But yeah, really, really good rides. The, what was it called? The Indiana Jones ride. That was there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went a couple times. That's one of my favorite rides. The Indiana Jones ride is excellent. All the rides were great there, to be fair.
Yeah. There's one where you go in a submarine, and
There's
that's
what-
sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, we didn't know if we were in water for part of it. It felt so real, but you're not. But it feels just the effects are so good. Yeah, it's so cool, and we got on all the rides really quickly as well.
Yeah, there were no serious wait times for that. Nothing
No.
above 40 minutes, I don't think.
No,
So yeah, that was great. Then number 4, I've put Florida Magic Kingdom. It's just so special. That is, if you were to picture Disney, I think for most people that is what they think of Magic Kingdom in Florida. It's really special. Like going on Main Street USA, like as you turn, and then like you turn the corner, you see the castle. You've got the Dapper Dance singing barbershop quartet, and yeah, it's a really special park for me. That's like the first one I ever went to. I've worked there a couple of times. Like it's just, well, not necessarily in that park, but I mean it's the main Disney, I would say. Then number 5, Epcot, where I spent a year working in the United Kingdom Pavilion. What's really cool about Epcot is it's split into sort of 2 parts. There's I think it's called Future World. I think it is. And then the World Showcase. So Future World's like all very spacey. You've got the big golf ball, very futuristic rides. And then in the World Showcase, you've got, I think it's 11 different pavilions of different countries. So you've like got an Italian pavilion, French pavilion, and they're really well themed to the point of hiring people from those countries to work there, which is why I was able to work there.
Yeah, great themed.
What I will say is, and I still to this day bugs me that I didn't do this with us when we went, but you can go 2 ways. You can either start in Canada or you can start in Mexico, and then you go a circle around the lagoon. I, for some reason, took us the Canada way, and that's incorrect. You want to go the Mexico way because the Mexico Pavilion's the best one. And by the time you get to Canada, you might be a bit bored. And Canada is a bit of a boring pavilion. It's not right, let's do it. But Mexico, you even go inside a Mayan pyramid, and there's like a ride inside it. It's very well. That's the best themed area there. So yes, that's number 5 for me. Then, see, I've put California Disneyland Park at 6. Again, just because it's like a Magic Kingdom theme one. But in full transparency, I don't really remember it that well. I just remember going with Mom, really enjoying it. It was in California. That's that.
Yeah, I've not been to the California ones.
So again, we're going to have to go to California and France because I can barely remember them and you've not been. So
yeah, they're the 2 I've not been to, California and France,
Yeah. Then 7, Hong Kong Disneyland. For all the reasons we discussed earlier, I think it's really great. The Festival of the Lion King just makes it for me. It's wonderful. Then Florida Disney's Animal Kingdom. See, it's tough for me on this one because I do not like at all animals in captivity. I'm fully against it. However, Disney claim to be doing conservation and they rewild animals where they can. They take in animals that need looking after. At least that's the narrative that they have. I hope that is true. Still don't approve of it. But in terms of a theme park, it's a very good theme park. And you do feel like you're in Africa. It is actually hotter there. I can't remember why, but there is a reason why that park is hotter than the others.
Oh, no way.
I don't know if it's something to do with the ground or the foliage that they use.
Wow.
But it feels like you're in Africa. And again, there's the Festival of the Lion King show, which is unreal. One of my favourite rides in all of Disney, Everest, is there.
What's that?
Mount Everest. It's great. It's like there's a Yeti. It goes backwards at one point.
Oh,
It's a
that's
really cool
ringing
ride.
the bell, yeah.
Yeah. Next, Disney's Hollywood Studios. That is actually improving, I think, quite significantly. I think originally it wasn't that exciting.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's slow as well. I have fond memories.
Yeah. Well, now it's got the Star Wars bit that's really cool.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror. It used to have Rock and Roller Coaster.
Tower of Terror, that's the one.
Yeah, but I feel like there's not a right lot. I feel like it's more like shows in there.
Right.
Historically.
Yeah. Tower of Terror. I've never come off the Tower of Terror without having soiled myself.
Yeah.
As a kid and as an adult, I came off it both times saying I'll never do that again.
It's pretty scary.
I always underestimate it. And it's the drop. It just goes through me.
Yeah.
It goes through me.
See, it's like the creepy ghost family that does it for me.
Oh, it's the drop. It's that just, Oh, it feels like nothing's going to stop you. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Oof.
it is scary. Although something just to, I realize that we are well over time, but in Disney Sea, the Tower of Terror is differently themed, so it's not the creepy family from the Twilight Zone. It's like a different story that's like an explorer in a little
That was in
monkey.
Disney Sea, was it?
Yeah, the Tower of Terror. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And you'll find that in the Asian theme parks, they have the same ride, but it's themed differently. Like the Haunted Mansion isn't like the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion film.
I do
It's
enjoy them, the Haunted Mansions.
called Mansion Manor or something.
Yeah, there's a couple of different ones we've been to.
Yeah.
They've always been fun.
They have. And then finally, just in order, Disneyland Paris. Oh no, sorry, California Disney Adventure Park is number 10. Again, can't fully remember it, but that's more like Hollywood Studios style. Disneyland in France will be 11, and finally the Walt Disney Studios Park in France will be last. I feel like I haven't given a fair assessment to France and California just because I don't fully remember them.
Yeah, but you feel confident that's where they would land.
Yeah, I feel confident
Yeah.
that's where they would land.
Yeah.
Okay, and then finally, just very quickly, there is going to be a park opening in Abu Dhabi, which we're super excited about. So that means
Yeah.
even though I've completed them now,
Yeah.
there's still hope in my future to go to a new Disney park. So while it's an end of an era, a new one begins.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a new park in Abu Dhabi, and there's lots of expansions coming to a bunch of the theme parks. So let's quickly go over the parks. So I'm going to say the number that you're going to tell me what it is, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to rank the parks. So number 1.
I've just done that.
Yeah, but I want to give
All
you
right.
a quick list.
Okay,
otherwise-
quick list.
No, otherwise
Okay.
I've got to listen for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So number 1,
Japan, Tokyo Disneyland.
number 2,
Shanghai Disneyland Park.
number 3,
Tokyo Disney Sea.
number 4,
Florida Magic Kingdom.
number 5,
Florida Epcot.
number 6,
California Disneyland Park.
number 7,
Hong Kong Disneyland.
number 8,
Disney's Animal Kingdom in Florida.
number 9,
Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida.
number 10,
Disney's California Adventure Park.
number 11,
Disneyland Park Paris.
number 12.
Walt Disney Studios Park Paris.
So that's the parks ranked 1 to 12 from Shelby, who's been to every single one in the world. And ranking by country, number 1,
Japan.
number 2,
USA.
number 3,
China.
number 4,
Hong Kong.
number 5.
France.
So they're the countries and parks. If you want to jot them down, there we go. That was a quick little part just for you to get that written down easily. And then you can plan your travel. And yeah, if you are thinking, oh goodness, you've said Japan's the best one, but I'm worried, I've never been to that part of the world, I've got my kids and all this, and it's going to be expensive. Honest answer, it's going to be the parks themselves are cheaper than the US. Yes, the flight is going to be a bit expensive, but if you weigh up the costs all in against America, I bet you'll actually pay less.
1000%. There's no tipping culture in Japan.
There's no tipping culture. The overall, currently the pound against the yen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yen is very strong, so actually it's much more affordable for us at the moment, and just generally is a bit more affordable than USA. And thirdly, it's much safer, and people are much kinder. So yeah, that's safer is a big part. So your kids are going to be safe. You're going to feel more comfortable. You're not going to have to think as much as of the safety. And yes, there are lots of other cool things for you guys to do as well. So I wouldn't shut it down because it seems like a very foreign place that not many people consider. Trust me, it does. Hopefully I've sort of dealt with some of your worries there.
1000% couldn't agree more. Cheaper, safer, and better. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Give it a go, honestly, give it a go. But I think it is time for Scott's WTF. Well done, Shelby, for a wonderful episode. For all the Disneys, I'm sure everyone will enjoy this episode. But it is time for Scott's WTF of the week. Every week the world gets a little weirder. Let's talk about the strange thing that went down this week. We're going to talk about China. Which we love. But it's a problem they have at the moment, which I think most people are aware of. This is just bringing more of an update to it. So, as you may know, China, for quite a long time now, has had an issue with basically an aging population. Why does it happen? It's because a lot less people are deciding to have children. And because of that, the younger population is diminishing, and obviously the aging population is increasing. and overall the population is decreasing. So this is actually quite a worrying statistic right now for China. They basically, they've done a couple of things, but let me just give you some stats before I tell you the big story of what they've done recently. It's a fight. There'll be a reason why we're in the WTF segment here. But some extra info here. So in 2022, the population fell by about 850,000,
Wow.
which I think is massive. In 23, it dropped by 2.8 million. So it more than doubled the fall in 22. And in 24, it came down a bit to 1.39 million. So it's a real thing. So they're now down to, I mean, this is as of 24, about 1.408 billion people. So still a huge population, but they are coming down quite largely each year. And why is this? Basically, you look very confused.
No, I'm not confused. I'm like, I'm flabbergasted.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, this is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So why has this happened? Really, what happened is in 1980, they introduced the one-child policy, and it was totally, I don't know what the word is, but this was enforced in 1980 and nationwide in the country, and you had to keep to it. I guess you couldn't really get away with it. I'm sure the elites got away with it, but you had to keep to it. So from 1980, that's a long time. I mean, that's before we were both born. So you can already start to see why this is an issue today. Guess when that ended?
I feel like it was fairly recently.
2016.
Wow.
That to me is mind-boggling. So before we were born, and only very recently, I mean, how many years ago is that?
It was 10 years ago.
10 years ago. So 10 years ago, they stopped that one-child ban.
So it's 36 years of it in place.
Exactly. So basically then, obviously, you can have 2 children, but, and then a further change in 21, 5 years later, the government expanded the policy to allow 3 children.
Wow.
So it was 1 child from 1980 to 2016, 2 children from 2016 to 21, and then now from 21 to today, it's 3 children. So there's still a ban. Like,
Yeah.
you're allowed 3 children. Now, they brought this in because the sheer population of the country, even though the country is ginormous, but they have, I mean, the biggest population in the world in this country. So naturally, you can start to understand why there's been such a severe decline, but it's got to the point where the decline's become too much, and it's becoming a worry. I mean, they are the oldest, they have the oldest population in the whole world in this country. So the positive of that for old people is they have amazing care systems. They have entire shopping, like I'm talking full, what do you call a big shopping complex? Like the one in
Mall,
Sheffield.
or-
Yeah, a mall. Okay, we don't call it that, but
Shopping centre.
a shopping centre. I feel like there's another word for it, but a big shopping centre just completely focused just on pensioners, which you just never see anywhere. So they are much better looked after, which is a nice element to this. But anyway, China's trying to obviously introduce new things to increase the births. So they've, quite questionably, they've actually introduced new taxes on condoms and contraceptives.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's an effort to obviously encourage couples to have more children, which is, I don't think that's really an effort, really. If anything, I'll wait for my comment in a minute, but it's obviously becoming, because of the declining birth rates, the critics argue it punishes personal choice and does little to address the real reasons people are avoiding parenthood, like high living costs, housing prices, job insecurity, childcare expenses, obviously key ones all populations worry about. And that's where I would be on that side. I understand this may be an issue, but I think the approach to punish people, because that basically is that by putting taxes on that, you're basically making it harder for them to make a decision. You're not supporting them in any way. You're instead, literally, you've done both extremes, right? You've not sat down in 1980. You didn't sit down and speak to everyone and have a conversation and say, why don't we start doing X, Y, and Z to support you on why we need to chill out shagging. Instead, they just said, no, ban one kid. Don't care about what you had planned. One kid. And now they go on the extreme, the other side, go, we're not going to talk to you. We're just going to now make it really hard for you to not have more kids. Like, for me, the core of that is just incorrect.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, that isn't, to me, someone who is looking after me or caring for me. It's just a very much, well, it's quite authoritative, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, we have this problem and I'm going to find the way that puts you in a position where you have to do what I need you to do.
Yeah.
Rather than let's sit down, let's have groups where we can understand your pains, why are you not, or why you, the opposite of why you're having so many children. That's a funny conversation. I don't know how you would have addressed that, but why are you not today? I mean, the obvious one from me, I mean, obviously I mentioned some there, but I think the obvious one for me is something that'd be much harder to unpack is, well, from 1980, that is, how many generations is that have grown up in, what's the word, in a country that their reality is to not have children, and people they know don't have many children, don't have many brothers and sisters. Like, so I think you've created a much bigger problem than you think, because you've changed their whole perception on it, the whole reality.
Ideological, isn't it?
Yeah, ideological. Like, they've known no different.
Yeah.
They've known that none of their friends have a brother, none of their friends have a sister.
Yeah.
They've known that. So, and that's how it is. And they would then find it strange with other countries that have 6 brothers and sisters. Like, they'd be like, that's insane. So I think that's a much harder thing to unpack for me. Whereas the things, like the obvious things which everyone would worry about, like house pricing, job insecurity, blah, blah, blah. Politicians can do things for them. They can bring incentives in, they can bring things in for them. But to change what your reality has been for the last, 34 years, I don't know how I think that's much more challenging. There's not really something you can just introduce for that.
Totally. And something that's kind of occurred to me as an auntie is that unless I'm missing something major, aunties and uncles wouldn't exist. If you don't have siblings, then you don't have siblings to have kids. Therefore, you would never be an auntie or an uncle. You'd never have an auntie or an uncle.
Yeah, you're totally right. It would be one child. Yeah, one child.
So you're now like creating a new type of family member.
Yeah.
Like, so siblings being one.
Yeah.
Aunties and uncles being another. Nieces and nephews being another. So that's 5 different types of. So you got, well, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, 6 different types of new family members.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't have existed.
For 36 years, I've just figured out. For 36 years, they wouldn't have existed.
Yeah, that's wild. And interestingly, like, so Korea has a totally different approach on this, in which they incentivize, because they have a very similar problem for very different reasons, but they have an aging population and the younger generations are choosing not to have children, but to live their best lives.
Yeah.
Spend all their money in Olive Young.
Yeah, Olive Young, yeah.
So now the Korean government is incentivizing couples to get married and have children, something like 20 grand if you get married and have a child between the ages of whatever and whatever. So I think that's a more proactive approach.
Yes.
To that then people would, because a lot of people are choosing not to have children because of financial reasons, instead of the government being like, well, guess what, we're going to charge you to not have children.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is like bonkers. Instead to be like, yep, we recognise your problem. You're saying it's going to cost you a lot of money. Here's a lot of money. If that's the issue and you want to have a baby, here's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's not like nobody's going to have a baby just to have that money, because the money's going to go on the baby.
Yeah.
But it's removing a barrier for people who are choosing for financial reasons not to have one.
Exactly, yeah. It's understanding the problems that are creating the bigger problem.
Yeah.
Versus not even considering them and just saying, well, I can just lock you in this room, can't I?
Yeah.
Job done.
Well, I think that was a very fascinating WTF. Thank you very much for that, Scott. I think maybe we move on now to Shelby's good vibes only. Let's take a break from the chaos. Here's something to make you smile this week.
Shelby's good vibes only.
A 22-year-old from Lichfield called Shelby Hall in Staffordshire has been recognised with a World Humanitarian Award for his tireless kindness. Now, Shelby was born with a rare chromosome condition affecting his mobility, his communication and learning, but he spent the last 5 years carrying out daily acts of compassion and raising funds for community causes. What a legend. In fact, there's even a Shelby Hall Kindness Foundation in which he's donated over 5,000 meals to food banks, provided laptops to children without online access, and supplied communication devices to disabled young people. And he's so far raised more than £100,000, aiming now for £1 million to build an assisted living village for young adults with disabilities.
Wow.
When it just restores your faith in humanity.
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful. Like, so he's got an award for his acts of kindness. And Sebby said to his mum, "I told you my ripple of kindness can travel across the world." That melts me. That's so, just, some people are just so pure. Like, there's so much bad in the world. And to know that there are people that are literally, their goal is to spread kindness throughout the world.
Yeah.
And like somebody who's overcome significant obstacles themselves. Like when you think there are people in the world who only care about themselves, who have no struggle, real struggle.
Yeah.
And have no interest in caring about other people's struggles.
Yeah, I've met some.
Yeah. Whereas Sebby is obviously the opposite of that. Like, Sebby's overcome significant personal struggles and now wants to make the world a better place for others who are also struggling. So well done, Sebby. I think that's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible.
What a ledge.
What a legend, go Sebby. It's amazing what you can do if you really put your mind to it, and he seems like a good guy.
Absolutely. So that one was nice and short and sweet. But I think before we wrap up, I think if you like this episode, then please go ahead and listen to episode 34, the world's fastest roller coaster, Ferrari World, and Men Are Better Drivers, controversial couples podcast. So go and check that out if you like this episode. Before we all jump back into life, please can you do us a favour and smash the like button with a hammer, karate chop subscribe, drop 5 stars on the podcast like a rebel, and share the episode by setting off silent fireworks in your backyard. It means a lot to us. Another adventure wrapped up.
But the journey never ends.
Keep your bags packed for the next one, and remember, when in doubt, just say,
Yalla
Habibi. See you next time.